Yo, 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 you already know, man. It's Nature Water Fisher. You know I gotta do it like this. Hey, y'all, we in the garden, and the plants is calling for some food. And I ain't fertilized in about 3 weeks, so we're gonna have to get to it. So today I'm about to be showing y'all different types of fertilizer that I use in the garden, and some new fertilizer that I'm about to be using in the garden. So let's go ahead and dive in, cause these plants, they hungry, y'all. They hungry. All right, y'all, so this how we looking. So we got that organic bone meal, you know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure you get some bone meal. They get your roots nice and strong. And then I got some garden tone, you know what I'm saying? So I got the garden tone for my bell peppers, my onions, and my tomatoes, and for curds and all that other stuff. Then I got my berry tone. So the berry tone is just for the birds, strictly birds, because that's like an acid-based like fertilizer. So you don't want to be mixing your berry tone, you know what I'm saying, with your garden tone, you know what I'm saying? But you could definitely mix the bone meal with the garden tone. You could definitely mix the bone meal with the berry tone. You just can't mix the berry tone and the garden tone together. Well, you can, but I feel like it's gonna fuck up your soil. So this what I got, y'all. So this is my first time about to be using some garden tone. I've been using berry tone for a little bit, so I know that's that good. But I got some new bone meal, cause you know I feel like my plants been breaking easy. Like look at my goddamn tomatoes. It look like they need some calcium. So got me some bone meal so I could put some calcium up in them stems and shit, so they could be a little sturdy. You know what I'm saying? Then I got me some Farmer's Secret, you know what I'm saying, fruit and blooming booster, you know what I'm saying, strengthen your roots and increase yields. So I got me some of this for my watermelons, and I think you use 1 cap for every 2 gallons, I believe. 1 cap every 2 gallons, yeah. So this only I got me a new sprayer too. I got me a little pump sprayer, but this only a 1 gallon. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna probably have to put 1 cap. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I really don't, but I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, so this only a 1 gallon. I wish it was a 2 gallon, because that would have been perfect. But I got 2 gallon jugs right here, so I could, you know what I'm saying, get my water ready. Got my water, you know what I'm saying, my faucet right here. So I'm gonna get the water ready. And yeah, y'all, so I'm about to be showing y'all how I do this. This is my first time using a little pump spray. I got a regular little pump spray, but that's the little handheld one that, you know what I'm saying, you just pump it with your hand. But this is my first time. Well, matter of fact, this is not my first time, because when I was growing that good weed, you know what I'm saying, I definitely had me an orange one, but this is the first one I had. This is the first one that I got for the garden. Look at this junk, y'all. Yes, sir. So I got my little pump sprayer. With a little pump, all right, the little nozzle. So we got this junk. So let me go ahead and hook this junk up and see how we looking, y'all. So we could get the fertilizer. But yeah, y'all, this is my new pump sprayer. Yes, sir. All right, y'all, so I got my pump sprayer hooked up. Got my nozzle on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Click a click. Hold up. There we go. I'm about to say, all right, don't do that on me. All right, y'all, so I'm about to put some water in this junk. This is a 1 gallon. I wish it was a 2 gallon, because the fertilizer I'm gonna be using, it said 1 cap per 2 gallons of water. So we gonna have to use a 1/2 cap, because I gotta fertilize my watermelons, and this junk say right here 1 cap per 2 gallons of water. So I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, use a 1/2 cap. This is the fruit and bloom booster, so I'm gonna have to use a 1/2 cap of that. But we good. So I'm about to go ahead and fill this up with some water. Go ahead and turn my water on so we could get the fertilizer. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, damn. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. There we go. Fill that thing good. So we're gonna fill this joint up, y'all. And the first thing I'm gonna go do is fertilize my cantaloupe and my watermelon. Cause man, I know they calling for some fertilizer. All right, there we go. That thing filled. That's too full. Let me dump some of that out. There we go. All right, so we got this sprayer filled up. Now, let's go ahead and get this fertilizer. And let's get the cap. We only gonna use a 1/2 cap, because I don't want to over fertilize these watermelons and cantaloupes. Well, it's only 1 cantaloupe, but these watermelons and cantaloupe. So I'm gonna only use 1 cap of the fruit and bloom booster. So let's go ahead, put a half a cap. Well, I said 1 cap. Let's go ahead and put a half a cap of blooming booster in our spray bottle. So let's get it. Okay, so before you use some liquid fertilizer, you want to make sure you shake that thing up real nice and good. You want to make sure everything mixed up in that bottle. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you shake it nice and good. All right. So pat that thing. Now you want to go ahead and twist it open. And now you got that little, what's this little aluminum foil little piece? So we just gonna pop a hole up in there, just like that. And then we're gonna do a half a cap of this. Half a cap, not a whole cap, half. There we go. All right, so that's a half a cap for us. So let's go ahead and put it in there. There we go. Go ahead and close that up. Now, we're gonna go ahead and close our water up. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and close our water up. I think you can't open the other side. I think it's just real tight. Because I don't think I'm supposed to really be opening it like this. So let's go ahead and make sure it's tight. Make sure it's tight and right. Now, we're gonna get that thing a pump. Oh shit, god damn it, what the fuck? Maybe that's too much air, y'all. Shit. It almost exploded in my face. Good? Are we? I think we good, y'all. Alright, so let's go ahead and take our pump back here. And go ahead and fertilize our watermelons and cantaloupes. That shit stink. I don't know what the fuck happened. That shit almost exploded in my goddamn face, y'all. Y'all seen that shit? Well, yeah, y'all. Look at them watermelons. Look at my water babies. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got some food for y'all. I got some food for y'all. Look at them things, y'all. Watermelons taking off like shit. So let's go ahead and fertilize these babies. I got to put some bone meal back here, too, so we can get that calcium up, because I feel like last time we had a calcium problem with that last watermelon. So let's go ahead and spray these watermelons, and so we could get the feed them. All right, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna sprinkle some of this bone meal before we use some of that fertilizer. So we're gonna put some of this bone meal, you know what I'm saying, put it around the plant, get it up in there in the dirt, you know what I'm saying, massage it in the dirt, just like that, just like that. You don't wanna get too much dirt on your fingers. Get some more, you know what I'm saying? Put it all in between the plant. So your plants can get some, you know what I'm saying, good calcium. You know what I'm saying? There we go, there we go. Move it all around in the dirt. Probably need a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Put some right here. There we go. There we go. Damn, you still need some more. Go ahead and put some bone meal over here in our sugar babies. These are sugar babies, sugar baby, sugar baby, sugar baby. Put some of that bone meal in the sugar babies. Probably need a little bit more. A little bit more bone. Bone millie. Yes, sir. Got some bone meal in the sugar babies. Let's put some bone meal in that cantaloupe. I know he needs some. I know this cantaloupe needs some. Let's go ahead and fill it up. Sprinkle it. And then you want to make sure you massage it in the soil so it just won't, you know what I'm saying, spill out when the water hit it, you know what I'm saying? Because it tend to do that. You see how I massage it in there? Just like that. Just like that. You'll get a melon just like that. Yes, sir. So now we got that bone meal in there. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and close this up. We don't need no more bone meal. Go ahead and close that right up. I really close it up later. Let me lean it against the rock. Now, let me take my gloves off. All right, we got that bone meal in there. We got it in the cantaloupe. Got it in the watermelon. Now we about to get this thing some good old fertilizer. Got that thing pumped up. Now, let's get that thing some good old fertilizer. Hold up, let me turn it over. There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure you get it in there nice and good. Nice and good. It look like we're gonna get another rain too. It look like it's getting cloudy. Probably gotta pump it a little bit more. There we go. We wanna make sure you get that joint nice and good. You want that shit splashing in the dirt like that. Just like that. Got that bone meal in there. That nice good fertilizing booster. They gonna love this. They gonna love this. Hell yeah. Get it in there. You know what I'm saying? You want a good another splash, get that thing pumped back up. You know what I'm saying? Smack that dirt around, you know what I'm saying? Create some air pockets in the soil, you know? Help the roots out. Yes, sir. Just like that. Get it all in the corners. All over here. All up there. And don't be afraid to use the whole bottle. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid. It ain't gonna hurt it. That's why we put half a cap. You know what I'm saying? This a big ass pie. And guess what? Watermelons eat a lot. They eat a lot. You know what I'm saying? Look at this big ass melon. That thing about to be ready. And I got another melon right here. Them things be eating. So don't be scared. Don't be scared to fertilize it. You ain't gonna hurt it. I still got more melons coming over there. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. Make sure this thing stay fertilized so we can keep them melons coming. You know what I'm saying? Probably gotta give it another little pump. There we go. Look at that splash. Yes, sir. Look at that splash. Create them air bubbles up in that soil. You know what I'm saying? So them roots could get that oxygen. You want to make sure you water all around your pot. You don't want no dry spots. You don't want no dry spots. That could create stress for your plants too, because you only feed one side of your plant. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you get it all good. I think that's good right there. Now let's get that cantaloupe. All right, we got it all pumped up. Now let's go ahead and hit that cantaloupe up. Got the bone meal already mixed up in there. Then got the bees over there pollinating. I think he just wanted a flower over there. But yeah, go ahead and get that thing nice and good. There you go. He just went back up. So you see him? Yes, sir. Get that thing mixed in. Look, he coming over here. Look at him. Over there pollinating. Yes, sir. Mr. Pollinator. Make sure that thing nice and wet. And I'm going to even water it right here too, because the root's starting to come out the pot. So I'm going to give it some water right here, because I know it's on roots right here. I need some good fertilizer. But I'm going to make sure I get most of it in the pot. Drown that hoe. You feel me? You got to drown that thing. Got bugs crawling on me. Now look at that loop, man. Look at that loop. I know that junk about to be ready. It's probably in a week. One more week or two. That junk should be ready. But that thing look like it's good. I think I fertilized it good. I'm gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying, nice and moist and wet, because man, it seems like this cantaloupe be drinking like shit. But yeah, man, that's how you fertilize your cantaloupe and your watermelon. Now I'm about to show y'all how to do the dry fertilizer. All right, so I forgot about these jumps. I was gonna give them some liquid fertilizer, but since they didn't start shooting out any fruit yet, I'm gonna just give them the garden tone. So I'm gonna sprinkle some garden tone around our Charleston Grays. But I definitely gave our sugar babies and our cantaloupe that liquid fertilizer. But until they start blooming, I'm not gonna give them no liquid fertilizer, because that liquid fertilizer is like a fruit and blooming booster, and they ain't blooming and fruiting yet. So I'm gonna just go ahead and give them some more like nitrogen type fertilizer. So let's go over there and get that garden tone. Bam. All right, y'all, so we got the garden tone. I gotta rip it open. I just got it not too long ago. Just trying to do everything with one hand. Let me hold it down with my leg. There we go. Got that thing open. All right, y'all, so what I'm gonna do is grab a handful of this, like that. What I'm gonna do is sprinkle it around my watermelons, just like that. Sprinkle it around my watermelon. And this garden tone stink too. So sprinkle it, you know what I'm saying, so they could be nice and strong. Sprinkle it around my watermelons. And you wanna make sure you massage it in the soil too. But it's about to rain, so you know what I'm saying? It should definitely get to the roots. And I was gonna water it, but since it's about to rain, I ain't even gonna water it. I'm gonna just wait. Probably water it in the morning, but you wanna make sure you massage all that nutrients inside the dirt so it won't splash out, because it definitely would. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a little bit more. A little bit more of that garden tone. Make sure you get it all up in there. Watermelon's going crazy. There we go. I was about to say, I hope there ain't no powdery mildew. But that might be the bone meal that I sprinkled on there. But there we go. So we got some garden tone up in there. I ain't gonna give it the blooming booster just yet until it start fruiting. Once they start fruiting, then I'm gonna give them some blooming booster. But we gave them some garden tone so we could keep that nitrogen, that potassium, got different benefits and nutrients in here, but I can't find it. But this is I think this is so this is a 3-4-4 blend. So, you know, it's more high in nitrogen and basically potassium, phosphorus, zinc, and all that good shit. So I put some of that in there, so you know what I'm saying, them watermelons could start getting a little stronger. But all right, y'all, so we got the watermelons done, Charleston Grays, sugar babies, cantaloupes. Now let's get over here to these peppers and tomatoes and everything else. All right, y'all, so that was a lot. So we got the watermelons fertilized, we got the cantaloupes fertilized. Now we just got hit up these peppers. I got these peppers, I got these tomatoes, I got these potatoes. My watermelon, my cucumbers is about to die. The cucumbers is done, y'all. So I'm not even gonna fertilize that. I still got fertilized my blackberries, my elderberries, and my strawberries. So let's go ahead and knock that stuff out. I already pulled up my cherry tomatoes, bro. It kept falling over and it kept breaking. So I was like, you know what? We done with cherry tomatoes this year, bro. Like, let me show y'all what I did with it. This is my cherry tomato. So I went ahead and just pulled it up, y'all. Just kept on falling over and tipping, bro, and kept breaking. So I went ahead and took all the tomatoes off of it, bro. And the tomatoes, they end up turning red a little later on if I put them in a plastic bag, a brown paper bag. So I'm not really worrying about that, but we done with cherry tomatoes. So I just went ahead and put it in the compost pile. And then later on during the week, when I'm off, I'm gonna just go ahead and break all that up. And then we're gonna start building our compost dirt up. So yeah, y'all, that's where the tomato at. But moving on, let's go ahead and fertilize these peppers and berries and tomatoes and potatoes and whatever else we got over here, because it's still a lot of shit. So let's get the fertilizer. Y'all, so these my peppers. I got my shishito, I got my orange blaze. Told y'all I moved that tomato, that John gone. Now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna put right there, or if I'm gonna put something else right there. Then I got my, oh dang, this is my California pepper. This don't getting big. My California, I got my purple beauty, I got my majestic red, I got my 2 sweet bell peppers right here. I got my early sun station. This is another purple beauty. So this will be gonna be fertilizing. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 pepper plants. So let's get the fertilizing. So what we're gonna do is throw a handful in there. Just a handful. Probably just another little bit. Just another half a handful. You know what I'm saying? Get it all up in that dirt. And then get it in there. Then we're gonna move on to the next pot over here. Orange blaze. Sprinkle it in there. Dang, the leaf all up in the way. Sprinkle it in there. Want to make sure you get it all in the dirt so they don't splash out. Get it over here. Get it over there. Get it, massage it in there. Make sure you massage it in there. Good fertilizer. Gonna get some more. Move over there to that California. Mix it all up in there. I'm gonna get some more. I don't know why I got the bag all the way down here. Like, why the hell I'm not carrying it with me. Put some more up in there. Alright, so that's good. Then we're gonna hit this one right here. My purple beauty. Pull these leaves out the way so y'all can see. With that purple beauty. Get a little bit more. Move these leaves out the way. There we go. Alright. So then we're gonna move over here. My majestic red. Majestic. Get that junk nice and good. Just like that. See, it ain't that hard to fertilize. You just want to make sure you put the right amount in there. You don't want to over fertilize. So I just did a handful and a half. Make sure you get it in that soil. You know what I'm saying? You don't want it splashing out. Then we're gonna go over here. Probably just get this a little handful, half a handful, just a little bit. Get it in the soil. So when I water it or when the rain hit it, you know what I'm saying, that shit get to the roots. Get it all in there. And we're gonna get this one over here. Get it good. There we go. And this is our early sun station. We got them peppers coming in, so we want to make sure they getting that right nutrients so them junks could be big and luscious. You know? Big and luscious. Like, look at that junk right there. And this junk. They supposed to turn yellow. So we want to make sure they get that right nutrients. Alright, so we're going to get this one right here. Hit that one up. Put a little bit more in there. Purple beauty. Purple beauty. Get it all up in there. Yes, sir. Now we good. So now we got our peppers out the way. Now let's get these potatoes. Might have to probably just put it on top of the potatoes the way the potatoes grow. Just put it on top of them. Make sure get up in there. And be having earwigs in there. Let's get our red potatoes. Make sure they get some good nutrients. Alright, so we got the potatoes. We got the peppers. I was gonna do the cucumbers, but they got all that powdery mildew over. And they gonna die soon. Let's go ahead and get these tomatoes over here. It's gonna be hard for real to get up in there because all these goddamn shoots. But I could get the tomatoes and I could get the collard greens. So let's go ahead and sprinkle some over here by the collard greens. Get it up in the soil. Got the collard greens working. Got it up in the collard greens. Got it up in the collard greens. Here we go. See, this how I'm gonna water. I said this how I'm gonna water. This how I'm gonna get the tomatoes fertilized. This how I do the tomatoes. I just, throw it up in there. That's how I do it. Throw it up in there. Make sure it get all up in there. And then we done. That's how you fertilize tomatoes and collard greens. Make sure you get it good. There we go. All right, y'all, so we done with the garden tone. We got the peppers out the way. We got the potatoes out the way. We got the tomatoes out the way. I couldn't really get all the way in there because tomatoes is growing crazy. I got pruned some of them goddamn shoots. But yeah, y'all, so we got the all the potatoes, the peppers, watermelons, cantaloupes. Now we gotta get them berries. So let's get that berry time. All right, y'all. So it's that berry time. So what we about to do, I'm gonna go over here with my fruit trees at first. I'm about to get my fruit trees together, especially my elderberry, because it look like he definitely needs some goddamn nutrients. So let's get this berry tone open. Get this berry tone open. Sprinkle some of that berry tone up in there. Just like that. Just like that. Get that berry tone worked up in there. Just like that. And we're gonna get some more and put it in my blackberry tree. Put it in my blackberry tree. So next year, man, we're gonna have some good, nice, juicy berries. Good, nice, juicy berries. Good old blackberry tree. All right, y'all, so I fertilized my blackberry tree, my elderberry tree. That's my orange tree and my lemon. They don't need to get fertilized with the berry tone, but I'm about to come over here, fertilize these berries, because I know the berries need it. Strawberries definitely need it. So what I do is get up about where, you know, where it's growing at, and then sprinkle some of that fertilizer up in that soil. I get it by the base though. That's what I meant to say, get it by the base. And just sprinkle some of that fertilizer all up in there. Just throw some of it back there. Throw some of it back there. Some of it got on the leaves. Sometimes you gotta just smack it off. Make sure it get all up in the soil though. All right, so got the berries out the way, you know, looking good, looking good. So we got the berries fertilized, got the trees, our elderberry and our blackberry tree fertilized, got the tomatoes fertilized. I think that's everything, y'all. I think that's everything. Ooh, it looks like it's about to rain. But yeah, y'all, I think that's everything. We just finished off with the berry tone. We did everything. They got the berries on it, so we did our blackberries, strawberries, elderberries. And I think that's all the berries that we got. We don't got no blueberries or nothing. So I fertilized everything, man. And it's not that hard, man. It's not that hard with fertilizing. Just especially with dry fertilizer, because it's like a slow release fertilizer. So you don't really have to stress about that. But yeah, man, make sure you come out here and fertilize your goddamn vegetables, your fruits and stuff. Because people be saying, oh man, I'm having problems with my fruit, I'm having problems with my vegetables. Are you fertilizing? Are you putting the right stuff in the dirt? Because that could be a problem. That could be one of the problems why everything is not going good. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure you come out here and check up on your shit. You gotta make sure it got calcium, zinc, magnesium, potassium, phosphorus. You know what I'm saying? It's all these different things that the plant needs, just like you. So you can't just be having it lacking with shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure it got everything that it needs. But yeah, y'all, that's how you fertilize. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You know what I'm saying? I think I got everything done. We got the peppers fertilized. We got the potatoes fertilized. You know what I'm saying? Got the watermelons. So I think we should be good, you know what I'm saying, for another good 2 weeks. I even got the potatoes in there. I couldn't really get in the soil because the way potatoes grow, but you know what I'm saying, when it rains, it's gonna seep down in there. It's gonna seep down in there because the way potatoes grow is growing like a cluster. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's hard to really, you know, get up in there and scratch it, because if you start doing all that, you might break a stem or break some roots, and potatoes are roots, so I don't even want to fuck with that. So I just, you know, put it on top of it. But yeah, y'all, we done. We about to go ahead and wrap it up. It look like it's about to rain like shit. We about to get in the house because I don't got time. But y'all already know, man, it's nature water fish. Y'all know I gotta do it like this, man, every single time. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Just make sure you fertilize right. Don't put too, if it's a liquid fertilizer, watch it, because you can over fertilize with liquid fertilizer. So you want to make sure you follow the directions with liquid fertilizer. But dry fertilizer, throw that shit, throw it down. You know what I'm saying? It's like slow release shit. It ain't gonna hurt it. But y'all already know, man, well, hold up. Don't put too much. Hold up. Don't put too much dry fertilizer. Don't be listening to me just like, oh, yeah, they say you can put how much fertilizer you want. Long as it's dry. No, I didn't say that. Don't put too much. There's still a certain amount you should put. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you overdo it a little bit, you'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? So don't overdo it. But y'all already know, man, it's nature water fish, and I gotta do it like this every single time. Make sure you fertilize that garden. I'm gone.